Hello, game-breaking bug tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play some more Dark Sun Shattered Lands with me, BlueAnkylo. This is the effects of global warming, of course. The world has turned into a salt sand flat with very little and giant mantises around it, and all kinds of nasty creatures, just for the live chat. But yeah, so future tubers, let's explain a little bit about what's going on. We basically ran into a game-ending bug. For some reason, I'm not sure exactly how, the final battle, which I didn't even really want to trigger, I triggered it earlier than I meant, the end game sort of point of no return, but the final actual battle end credits bugged out. So I tried a few things off camera, reloading various saves and trying things. I didn't have any luck. I couldn't get it to work no matter what we did. We had a funny alternate ending version where we fought everyone inside Thri-kreen village and killed respawning monsters for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, quite a while anyway, which was interesting, but it still wouldn't spawn the final field battle that we actually need to get the credits game over. So for some reason it wouldn't work. So I ended up reloading back before we finished sort of the point of no return, and then I redid kind of the main town of Gedron quest. So we've done the same thing as we did last time, except for one thing. We haven't rescued the village or the town guard gladiators yet, because that will essentially trigger endgame in Thri-kreen, and I don't want to do that accidentally. So we've killed Wormass, whatever his name is, and I did sneakily, you don't actually need the quest, but I went and stole the sword already, and we did the stuff to the east and northeast. What I will do, I'm not 100% sure if I went down the well yet on the save. So let's quickly check down the well, see if I cleared this part out. And then we're going to go back up to the gladiators. We're not going to actually free the gladiators yet, but the canonical version of events, we paid off the slavers before. Also, in case you're wondering, I've decided I like the idea of walking around with my party following me, so they're just going to follow me around. It doesn't really make much difference, but we're going to go fight the slavers this time. Okay, yeah, we've definitely been here because the guardian zombie is gone. Okay. The problem with reloading, it's hard to tell exactly what you've done and what you haven't done. The hardest part of this game is surviving the bugs and glitches there, Shrumpf. I don't actually think the difficulty is very high, except for the final battle, but most of the combat is, well, there's some random encounters that are pretty tough, but most of the combat, most combat encounters are pretty easy. It's really, especially if you use a few buffs, but it's mostly the final battle that's really brutal. I did turn up the game speed a little bit, the emulator settings, so if things look a little quicker, that's all because I got annoyed with, well, we kept doing so much backtracking, but if it makes things look silly, I'll slow it back down to regular speed, but for now, it's nice not to have to go slow. So, we've already kind of done all this stuff. What are you doing here? I'm not going to read through all this because we already did it. Yeah, statue piece, yeah, something like that. Anyway, basically, the deal is, this guy's got some cool armor, and, last time we talked him out of it, or, not that guy. Actually, maybe we should have him kill one of the guards again, too, just for fun. Arant. You the one with the gladiators, what's wrong with your guards, all this stuff. And then he literally kills one of his guards for us. And I'm sure that helps. So if we wanted to, we could rescue the town guards and have them help us fight these guys. We're not going to do that because I don't want to accidentally trigger endgame, but I am just going to kill him. Because he's got some stuff we want. And honestly, we could have casted haste and buffed up or whatever, but I seriously don't think these guys are going to put up any fight. Especially after all the combat we did, off camera, where we proved our team can fight a near infinite number of guards and Megaras and all manner of nasty things. It was really sad. After all that buffing we did sort of last episode, I didn't even get a chance to take advantage of it in a single combat because I ended up having to reload, and I never got to take advantage of every single spell on at the same time. But, you know, the team's pretty strong. Oh, we did learn that the Enlarged Spell is really good. There's a few things the future tubers wouldn't have known about. So the Enlarged Spell, although the game doesn't actually show it on any of your stat screens, it gives you, like, a whole bunch of bonus damage. I haven't mathed it out. It might be 50%, it might be more. But it's definitely more, anyway. And it's pretty cool. So if you're hasted and enlarged, you will have the max... Well, there's a couple other things you could do. You could try to get your strength up to 24 with a spell or a psionic ability. And you could enlarge and haste and make sure your to-hit rate is as high as possible via, you know, graft weapon or bless or whatever, things that give you more chance to hit. And you would pretty much max out to a ridiculous amount of damage. It doesn't even matter what weapon. You could just punch things for 1d4. In fact, for most of the game, your Thri-kreen would be better like that. Now, I don't think they get 8 attacks. Well, I'm not sure how their regular fist attacks work with haste and everything. But I think, essentially, once they're level 7 fighters, they get the same number of attacks with a sword as they do with their fists. And the swords, you know, they do get magical effects, like fire damage, life-stealing, lightning damage. Things that, I mean, it all adds to the fun, right? Do we really need to talk about these chump guards? They're all pretty much dead. That's everything. Alright, so yeah, obviously there was not a huge threat there. I don't expect any of them to have anything good besides the camp leader, but we'll check a few of them. So yeah, this is the stuff we wanted. Grayscale, and it's pretty much unique, and it's pretty rare to get good arm or leg armor, and I think China can definitely use a little bit better armor class. It's only +1, although I'll give her the full set. And then basically chain armor does give you 1 more. We'll give that to Miss Grabby. No, I'll give that to BlueAnkylo. And then we need to drop this other one. In fact, I'll give her the full set of chain, although metal chain legs don't give you any bonus. They might be harder to dissolve because they're metal. I mean, I'm not 100%, but in theory, metal might be less likely to dissolve to acid than, you know, hide. Anyway, that's 2 more armor class bonuses. It's not a huge difference. Oh, I forgot to put that gem in. I should go put that gem in town when we're done here. Okay, so with that, other than just checking dumb guard corpses, I mean, a bunch of arrows, but how often do I use arrows? Not very often. Let's just get out of here, I think. It's possible some of them have some ceramic pieces or some fruit or something. I think those might even be somewhat randomly generated. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not going to waste too much more of our time doing backtracking business. So let's put the gem in the obelisk, because I forgot to do that, and then we will continue our travels. We're actually going to go back to the Soren Silk Seas area, where we purchased one of the statue pieces, because there's a couple things we missed there, and there's also stuff, I was looking a little bit, some backtracking areas that we missed things. There's also something way back in the area right after we escaped the slave, after the fields, right? And you know, if you remember, bonus points to anyone who does remember without legitimately having listened the last 10 minutes. There's a bit back in the Red Sands area, right where the caravan was, that was attacked, and you know, we messed up sort of by saving the caravan before we had the Alliance to send them to, because they would have gone and sort of helped Tia Quetzal out on defense, but you know, we didn't do things in the right order. Anyway, we have to go back to that area for something as well. But for now, we're going to go kill whatever this is. Oh, good, good, good. This is actually some good experience. Let's take this one a little bit serious. There's no reason not to haste up before these kinds of fights. And if you're quick, before combat even starts, you can get quite a few buffs if you want some help. But, yeah, I mean, these mountain stalkers are a bit dangerous. Oh, you're stuck. I don't think there's any wait command. That's kind of what I'm... Sometimes if you're blocked behind people, it'd be nice if you could wait till they get out of the way, but... Alright. Looks like we're in combat with these things. So, we fought a couple of these off-camera babaos. They are actually pretty tough. So, let's just hold off until the party gets a bit closer. But that's the main reason I hasted, because, you know... Everyone group up a little bit here, and then we'll move up. Alright, here they come. Now, he's got guard mode, but... we're fine. So I believe these are kind of like demon monkeys. Oh good, they've got acid. What did they just corrode? I didn't save it recently. They... And this is why you save your game all the time. I didn't even know they could do that. I thought they hit you with their club, not melted all your armor. Hello, future tubers, and welcome back to... No. We're gonna stick with this one. We're not gonna restart this episode, although I should. Those enemies won't even be back now, and honestly, they're worth a lot of experience. But this time we'll head to that direction, and they won't even be there. You watch. Wow, this game, man. Permanently lost armor that you can't get back. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, Black Oozes have always kind of had that. But, gee whiz. I thought magical armor was at least somewhat protected, but it doesn't seem like it is. Let's, I almost wish I could just auto-battle, but... We'll at least haste up. I'm not even going to talk to him. It's not even worth it. Did you notice that guard didn't drop a body? I thought that was kind of interesting. That's the guy that gets killed by a stone. Even if you kill him before the commander gets him, he doesn't drop anything. Kind of strange. Anyway, this should go a fair bit quicker than last time thanks to haste. I mean, I kind of almost feel bad using haste, just because it is so brokenly strong. But it also speeds up combat, so... Oh, did I forget? There's a couple settings I changed to speed the game up as well. Not collapse party. Oh, I had animations. I want animations on, so especially when we're recording, I don't want to cut out on those. But yeah, we had animations off a bit while we were, you know, off camera trying to figure stuff out. But now we're just playing on sort of fast forward on DOSBox, which is good considering this is the third time we're doing this area. This one's closest. Boom. Yeah, that fire sword's pretty awesome. It's not quite life-stealing good, but it's pretty solid. Man, Hasted L Drinker is just... You're stealing, like, I don't know how much exactly, but 4 hits. If you get all 4 hits at, I don't know, I think it must average at least 10 hit points, 10 to 15 hit points per hit. You know, you're probably healing around 50 HP per round, maybe on average, if you're connecting on while hasted. It's a pretty good weapon. This is the last enemy. And you're done. Alright. So, with that... I can't believe we lost this armor right after we got it. Just make sure there's nothing else hiding behind it. Alright, so... let's try not to lose this time. The lesson is, I guess, if you see Babao, make sure you, not just save your game, but actually, well, save your game. I guess that's the main thing, yes. I don't care. Alright, so, back to town. Drop off the crystal. Head back to the east. Save my game. There probably won't be Babao a second time, but just in case. Second plan, always rest and have haste spells active and just fly through the game at supersonic speed. I should go play some more Aerobiz Supersonic. It's been a long time. That was a fun one. That could be an interesting stream, actually. Just silly old Super Nintendo games that aren't... they're not really like a long game or anything. It's not like you're... I could play, like, you know, some of those old classic Koei ones like Gemfire and all that. Just sort of a off stream that wouldn't take too long. Just kind of a silly... I used to play Gemfire quite a lot as a youngster. It's like the intro to strategy games. That Genghis Khan game, too. That was a little bit harder, though. Did any of you go? Anyone know that? Remember that one? It's for Super Nintendo. What's it called? Something something Genghis Khan. It's like one of those Koei simulation type games. Alright. Is there anything dangerous this time? There are some mountain stalkers. Well, let's go kill whatever we can, but no Babaos this time. You never played it, but you give it a try. You'll try anything, David. Some people will try any game once. Alright, good job. Oh, right. I did figure out one other thing that's kind of helpful, maybe, for weapons. You attack with your left-handed weapons first, so if you really want big hits, you should put your best weapon in your left hand. And, like, this is fine because you blind first, and then if their enemies are blinded, it might be easier to hit them. So. Okay. I'm not sure if I can get down there, to be honest. Actually, I think you can. These ropes, maybe? No. I mean, I saw them in this area before, but I don't know if there's a spot where you can just hop down. I know there's a spot where you can hop down up here, though, because I saw it while we were wandering around between episodes. That sounds familiar there, David. It's like you have to kind of know how those Koei Super Nintendo era strategy games work to have any idea what you're doing, but it was a fun one. I remember having a good time with that as a youngster. All right, climb down the cliff. China loses her grips and falls onto the sand. Well, that's fine. Okay, so there's a bunch of query birds and whatever this is that's currently immune to damage. This is a Masterial that has been eating query birds, right? This is the main reason we had to come back. Just to make sure we got the stinger. So that's the Masterial stinger. We have a quest for it. Good. We're also going to check a nest. You find a bracelet and a gem. So we can get more Psionic bracelets. Pretty good, right? There's a few more of these nests to check out too, and also we found a gem worth 1,500 bucks. So yeah, these query nests actually pretty good loot, surprisingly enough. I think it's just one per each. I don't know if it's random. I don't think it's random. I expect it's just there's a few of them around the map and they have some presents. China climbs up better than she climbs down. But yeah, I think on this map we might as well try to gather up the free query loot if we can. Magical fruit! More gems! This is going to totally mess up our inventory though. There's one there. I mean, we could check all the corpses too. There's one over there, I think. Let's check the corpses as we run by, although I think they're less likely to have gems and fruit, given that they're desiccated bones. But you could get some grain. I mean, that's interesting. Oh, look, money and a necklace that's worth $5. Not worth it. We barely need money at all this phase of the game. Alright, bag of coins and a belt, but I think it's just a regular belt. I'll have a look at it. Magical fruit and a feather? I don't even know if there's any use for a feather. Alright, well that was cool. We found a bunch of garbage and some things we can sell for a bit of money. More horns, more grain. Cool. If this area wasn't super dangerous, I'd suggest you could come here earlier and gather up some goodies. But honestly, if you're playing along, don't come here early because the random enemies in this area are pretty dangerous. But yeah, we got some extra fruit that I'll probably never use, but hey. We could, theoretically, eat a bunch of fruit to power up for the final battle. Note to self, that would be the right time to eat all the fruit, right before the final battle. Okay, if that's this area done, although I mean, there might be a way down here. I mean, I can hop down to this area, but I wouldn't be able to walk around the edge of the map. Interesting that there's monsters down here, and I'm not actually sure if there's any way to get there. Anyway, we're going to travel, quick travel, to the red sand zone. And we'll turn in the stinger. And we might have a little talk with... There's a couple things to do in this corner of the map that, you know, we don't even have to go to new areas to find new stuff to do. Because there's stuff I didn't do the first time I was here. Thri-kreen are not even really worth the combat experience. Oh, also, I mean, at some point, I hadn't really thought of it, but there's this guy too. He will tell us all kinds of things that we've picked up. Like, we've got a lot of magic stuff now. He'll tell us all about them. Like, you want to learn about El Drinker? A wizard named El used this sword for great evil. This sword was said to drink the blood of his enemies. Even now, the sword absorbs evil into itself each time it's used. What about Dark Flame? I know nothing about this sword, other than its style is of a quality equaled only by artifacts constructed centuries ago. This is probably just such an artifact. It is wondrous. So yeah, I actually quite like the fact that he'll just give you some flavor text for all the stuff you have. It's pretty cool. Okay, he thinks we're in the Veiled Alliance. We've already had that dialogue with the... He gave us the gem to activate the obelisk way back in, like, episode 5. Alright, let's give this guy a present. Yes, here, have a stinger. 2,000 experience and a level up. Okay, we did technically do this level up before and then undid it and then did it a second time and then undid it and now a third time. You're the best! I can't thank you enough. Here, have some fruit and a shield and some money. Is that it? He still wants some fire eel tongues and some Tyrian butterflies. I think these are the butterflies outside the swamp. Although I didn't seem to do it correctly. Bright red and orange, brown under wings. They live near water by the oasis, yeah. Maybe I just didn't talk to him about it, so he didn't tell us what to do. Alright. I mean, there's nothing else to do. That's his whole quest chain to get the shield we just got. Is it a good shield? Find out now. It's a +3 shield. So if you want some armor class. So that'll get us, you know, pretty negative. I mean, you know, if I was playing the gold box games where you can't really dual wield, then I'd probably give everyone one of these awesome shields. But seeing as we can dual wield very effectively automatically here, I'm not even sure if we get a penalty to our chance to hit, honestly. I don't even know for sure. For all I know, we do full to hit, full damage, dual wielded. Alright, so that's done. Let's save. This guy's quests are now complete. We're gonna go talk to this guy. Technically as a Thri-kreen. You gonna go there? Because, you know, reasons. We could have done this a lot earlier, but, you know, I'm just kind of wrapping up some questions. So we did sort of talk to him before. He trains this Mysterial. Hello, Demothi. And yes, you have a strange beast. Why do you train them? Blah, blah, blah. I know we went through all this before. Would you sell me the beast? Well, that depends. I'll need to cost you a lot more money than I want to carry. So basically, this is the quest to get the salt that we ended up spending 2,000 coins on. So, essentially we're buying a Mysterial for 2,000 coins. Ah, what a surprise! Here, have some salt. Alright. So now, we have a trained Mysterial that will follow us around. And we no longer have to carry around a bag of salt. I'm pretty sure it's just gone. He says 2 pounds, but that's just the bag of salt. Alright. Oh, look! As soon as you... So this is like a scripted fight. As soon as you get the Mysterial, these Dune Reapers come and attack. So if you're at like level 3 or 4, or whatever level you are when you escape the slaves, this might be a decent time to get an interesting combat encounter with an ally. Now for us, you know, I don't think we need the Mysterial to help too much. I think we're still hasted even. I mean, I think the Dune Reapers are fairly strong. They get a lot of attacks. But, I mean, what level do they say they're only level 6, but... If they never get a chance to act, because we're all hasted, you know... Alright. We could go beat up some Thri-kreen with it. I'm not gonna mess around. Let's just travel... I wanna head south next. Suddenly, your Mysterial cocks her head as if listening, but you hear nothing. She runs off. The book lied to me. It said if you have a Thri-kreen leading your party, you'll get extra dialogue for that event. We need to go down that later. But first off, what about my Mysterial? Give me back my Mysterial, you punk. I paid good money for it. Okay, we got some Otus, some Earth Elementals. They're probably none of that is worth very much for killing. This is definitely lower level random enemy encounters on the screen. Good for early game grinding. Excuse me, sir. Yes. My Mysterial ran away. Can I get a refund? I'm sorry, but I'll have to say no. It would be different if you brought back my Alita, but what would I get in return for your salt? You would have salt and I would have nothing. You have this totally different Mysterial. Ah, that is so, but as my grandfather taught me, business is the practice of taking advantage of one's good fortune. I consider this new mysterial part of my good fortune. You'll have to excuse me, I have plenty to do, and I'm sure you do too. I'm sorry that Alita didn't work out for you. Good day. Are you kidding me? Alright. You know what happens to cheaters? Looks like hasted you get more, this material seems to want to char your lungs out. It's still Alita! He only had one mysterial. So, if you want your bag of salt back, you can get it. I don't know, he tried to rip us off. I feel like he got what's coming to him. I thought there'd be a dialogue option for it if you, like, caught him in his lie, but I guess I didn't figure it out. None of my... There might have been, like, a dice roll, kind of a... Some sort of check, I don't know. Some mages. Okay, but for now, let's go see about this thing we missed all game long. This was the first overworld map area we ever went to. And apparently I missed something on the bridge or something. Is this the right spot? No, it's this spot. Maybe? It's a way down. Okay, looking down, you notice that there's a corridor at the bottom of the chasm. With a rope, you could lower yourself down. Okay. Isn't that crazy? You have to walk across the bridge to even ever see that event. Well, this is what we made the rope for all that long ago. How do we do this? Use? Yes. Alright, we got it. We figured it out, guys. 5 hours later. Well, probably more like 10 hours later. So we could have come down that rope much, much earlier. And this is the section of the map that we couldn't get to. We could have done this before we even got to Thri-kreen. Hello there. A ghostly woman sits humming to herself. I'm Strange Mind. Take me home, please. Are you Tristram? Of course. Take me home, maybe leave. What are you humming? It's a song of matrimony from days of old. Or a dirge, I cannot remember. Time to leave for where? I am to be joined, or I'm going home. Please take me home. Who? Joined? Betrothed? King? I must be a princess. Where's your home? Home is where home is where you take me. May we leave now? I've been waiting so long. My dress is all wrinkled. Where do you want to go? Home. What have you been waiting for? My escort. Did they send you? How can I take you? Take me home. We're supposed to find her. She's supposed to have her heart gem, and we just use that to. Yes, I'm here to take you. Where's the new kingdom? How can I take you? I must tell the escort I found you. Ah, here we go. We're just supposed to keep pushing. Tell the escort I will be ready when they get here. Let me take something. Take this crystal. It was given to me by, can we go? Alright, I'll do it. Yeah. I am the princess, you know. Alright, we got the heart stone for her. Now, I just want to make sure I get this right. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to... Is it this one? No. That one. I'm pretty sure the quest was to use it on her. To bring her... basically, she goes into the stone. And then when we go back to Thri-kreen, the other guy will join his. But I'm going to definitely make a save because it's a one-way trip. And we've made enough mistakes with events and quests. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing now. 50-50. Let's have BlueAnkylo do it. She looks like she knows magic. So, take this stone. The amulet begins to glow. The shadow's face contorts as it is drawn painfully into the heart of the amulet. I hope that was not incorrect. A moment more and the shadow's gone. Looks like we did the right thing. You know, all of this experience would have been quite nice way earlier on in the game. It's kind of annoying that I didn't figure this out till we're basically level 9 already, but yeah, you know. Am I not allowed to use that down here? I wish for travel. Oh. I am shielded from the obelisk's aura by the surrounding earth. You have to be above ground. Good to know. For all of the, for all of Laud's powers, he cannot teleport you if you're below ground. The OG quick travel. Alright, there's a couple enemies. They're all pretty low level. It's not worth our time to fight, I don't think. You cannot quick travel while there's enemies about. No? Okay, you can quick travel while there's enemies around. You just can't quick travel while you're underground. You gotta use the escape spell first before you cast the return spell. Alright, so theoretically, we will have completed Tynan's quest. What do we get for completing Tynan's quest? Probably another 1,000 experience. This is probably like one of your low-level newbie quests that we, You know, we never found Apos's heart if we were supposed to find his heart. Because this guy wanted... I mean, he wanted to get free too, but I don't think we're going to do that. Alright, hey there. Hey, Tynan. Yes, I have the heart crystals. And yes, we were supposed to put her in there too. Good. Tynan closes his eyes, his shadow eyes, as if meditating. She is there. Good. I will enter mine. Then you must take us to the altar in the main temple. Place our heart crystals on the altar. Only at my altar will I be strong enough to bring us together. Alright, so now he wants me to do this. Yeah. We suck him into his. Then we stand here. We use his again. Get teleported. Then we go to altar. And I guess we just put them both on it. Maybe. Is there a different altar? This has got to be the altar. Maybe I need to put Tristram's on first. Yes. The crystal melts into the altar. You get a little bit more experience. Get his... This crystal too becomes one with the altar. The temple shakes as walls repair, pushing back the surrounding earth. You have freed Tynan and Tristram. I have taken care of Apos. Please feel free to explore the temple. Take anything you want. We've no further use for it. 6,000 XP. That would have been really nice early game. And a rest spot. And now we can technically... Well, there are a bunch of zombies. But we can technically, if you wanted to, kind of quick travel between areas because the walls are fixed. So I'm not sure what would have happened if you'd freed Apos. Probably something bad. I assume he would have just tried to kill you or ruin something. But anyway, he's dealt with. And now we can head up here and into here. So might as well go do that. There's going to be a few zombies to fight. But, you know. Did we get... I don't think he actually gave... like, we didn't get anything yet besides the experience. Yeah. Also, the children are outside yelling again. It's springtime. Time of noisy outdoor kids. That's just a random shadow? Okay. Get him! Good. Make the beds. That's the real secret, Robert. To get the final battle to work, you need to make all the beds correctly. Light every candle and make every bed. So how much money do you think we're actually going to get here? We're at a little over 40,000 to start. Just going to kind of click here quick. I mean, it looks like a nice treasure hoard, but I don't know. So that was 600 bucks. Not really very much value. Oh, look, a magic mace. It's +2. That's not bad. That's actually pretty solid, because +2 seems to be the minimum to damage a lot of things. 1d6 +3. That's pretty good. Oh, I bet you that heavy quality. That's got to be what limits you to have only one. Only one heavy weapon per character. That's got to be it. So technically that'll be an upgrade for BlueAnkylo. She's got a smashy mace and a stabby dagger. +2 and +3. That leaves us with a +1 and a not a plus anything. Yeah, I know, Robert, I know. Yeah, heavy weapons. Okay. Alright, well that was a good fight. Hey, I'm always happy to find magic weapons. +2 weapons are better than +1. I mean, the number is higher. Yeah, we'll clear this place out. Make your bed, you dirty zombies. Didn't your mama raise you right? You gotta pull your sheets down when you're done. Treasure! We got a metal storm ring. Okay, I don't know what that does, but I'll take it. We got some gems and a ring that we'll just sell. Oops. Alright, we do have a fair number of gems type things to sell the next time we head back to town. Okay, that's all that section. We've got 2 more kind of barrack ranges. Also, there's apparently wyverns here. Why are there wyverns? Wyverns. Because the game devs were like, what do we put in this abandoned crypt that was finally uncursed? I don't know. A wyvern. There's a lot of zombies, sure. Do we have any other undead assets in the game? No, just add wyverns. And like 1,000 ceramic pieces. But spread them all around. Okay, well, we'll leave this place looking better than when we got here. Any bed that can be fixed, we will fix. Oh no, there's a whole bunch of zombies in that room. What'll we do? Money and another little gem. Alright, one more section left. But now there's different monsters. Why are there now stone Otus down here? Same reason there's wyverns here. I mean, I guess this kind of looks like a monster prison. Sort of. I think we need lots of +2 weapons to damage these guys. So some characters are going to do a little bit better than others. I still have some not +2 weapons, sadly. Ooh, levels! That was BlueAnkylo, so now she's back up to really good HP because of the ring. I think we're as high a level as we got during our off-camera stuff now. I think level 9 Thief was as high as we ever got. And then 125,000 is level 8 Fighter. And 200,000 will be level 9 Psionic. We have not gotten anyone quite that high a level yet. I don't know if there's enough experience in the game to actually get to multi-class level 9 and everything. I think we might get like level 8 Fighter, level 9 the rest, maybe. Obviously Druid and Thief level up a bit quicker for whatever reason, so those guys are already there, but I mean, maybe we'll make it to level 9 Mage. It'd be nice to have level 5 spells at least. Alright. I believe that we are done here. No, I'm not sure I can get back to Teoquetzal, actually. It's possible that we're going to have to leave to go to one of the other villages. And then just, or one of the other entrances anyway. And then just warp home, actually. Because we don't have the teleporting gem anymore. Oh yeah, we have this metal storm ring. What does this do? It must cast lightning or something, right? It has no equip hit point, or no equip ability. So that'll be some sort of offensive spell. These two already have fireball necklaces, so I'm just going to give it to someone who doesn't have a fireball necklace. I mean, she's got a disintegrate necklace. Sure, I guess I'll give it to the BlueAnkylo herself. Seeing as her neck, she doesn't have any, like, spell, you know, wand type abilities. Okay, I guess the quickest way is just to head to the guard, be like, hey guard, we're good, right? Halt, go no further. You know, the curse has been freed. I guess he never noticed. Alright, well, I mean, if you ever want to end your eternal suffering, the curse is lifted, so we can put you out of your misery if you want. I guess while we're in Seldrulti, we can kill any monsters that are here. Help protect the town a little bit more. There's always monsters here. I never figured out anything with this Thri-kreen druid that has a name and dialogue. Yeah, this guy just seems to be a big jerk, basically. Always complaining. Let's beat up these guys. Honestly, it's probably not worth the experience even, but I just feel like it's appropriate. You know, every time we come back to this village, this is just such a slum. Even after we save the village, they're always under attack. Okay, so I think we're not done, but I think we've cleared up all of the side quests that we know about. Well, technically someone suggested we go east of Red Sand District, which maybe is the next place we'll go, to be honest. But oh, there is one thing we could do. So this is like a neat little trick here. If we shoot this from approximately max range, I was just looking at my guide. I never knew about this trick. Whatever max range is, I don't know. China's shot flies high, but we need like a bullseye. Straight into the sand. Okay, maybe someone else is better at shooting arrows. Inner ring of the target. Strange Mind plunks it right in the center. Center shot! I haven't seen anything like that in ages. Here, in recognition of your fine marksmanship, some magical arrows and 50 experience. So, you know, it's cool. It's pretty cool. It's just some +2 arrows, just to add to the pile, but... Hey, the things you learn, right? We doubled our +2 magic arrow supply. Alright, so let's sell off the ring, or, well, yeah, anything that we don't want, basically. So we're just going to get rid of all of our gems. You know, all of the money that was on the ground was about 1,500 gold. But fortunately, if you care about money, these gems we picked up along the way, especially from the, what's it called? The bird zone. All those bird nests we ransacked. These guys are actually worth pretty good income. You know, we could go spend some time breaking all those, what are they called? Do we need +1 axes anymore? I don't... Wow! Regular axe. And I mean, there's no point holding on to these. Really, there is literally no point. Because a heavy +1 is worse than a not heavy +1. Yeah, alright, well, so much for the chump change. Here's another 18,000 gold. Just clean up that inventory. Alright, so as usual, we're stockpiling fruit. But everything else we're selling off to make space. We've got a bunch of arrows. We've got a bunch of side bracelets. We have gotten rid of some of our main quest items, to be honest. We can take the pickaxe to go... I could get rid of the grappling hook too, I guess. I didn't return Jasmine's book yet because I haven't saved the gladiators. I'll just keep that on the inventory. I guess we need someone else to hold on to the fruit. So much fruit. But yeah, I think maybe we'll end the episode pretty soon. But I think what I'll do is I'll head down to the lava zone and try out some pickaxing just to see, you know, well, just to show it off a little bit. But maybe I'll finish that off camera. Like we won't crack all of the geodes on camera. There might be a couple more things to do. Apparently, the well man, this guy, he's got lots of gossip, I think. Heard any rumors? A slave who just escaped from Draj was here filling his water skin. Said the Templars are sending out scout parties to find the villages and burn the smaller ones. So basically, I think if you talk to him regularly between adventures, he does give you kind of your standard rumors about some of the side quests. Although maybe not right at this moment. But theoretically, that's one of his things you can do. Yeah, we'd have some backup armor if I ever cared. There's been some debate over whether or not one of these scrolls is going to screw us. So the scroll with the message about how Draj will be attacked that we got south of Teoquetzal, it's possible that scroll has something to do with the glitchy endgame. Maybe? At least there's been some suggestion on some of the forums that that's the problem. I haven't locked it down yet myself. Before we leave, I just want to talk to the leaders. Like, technically we have one alliance right now, and I want to just make sure everyone's all caught up. We have talked to him about all these things in the past, I'm pretty sure. So there is something he's not telling us, and that's why I'm trying to push him. I want to make him angry. I'm just going to move stuff around here for a second. I actually looked up in the guidebook to see if there's any tips for this guy. It didn't say anything, so either it's not well documented or I'm still making things up. But I'm pretty positive I remember him doing something dastardly. But I don't remember how it triggers. You could just attack him and kill him, but no, you've got to wait till something bad happens and then deal with the fallout. Maybe I'll go talk to the other leader one more time. This is definitely the most efficient path. Very nice. Oh, that's right. He's got all these cool giant swords. I mean, I love this guy. Look at all this stuff he's got in his bedroom. This is the guest room. His bedroom is over here. It's really nice bedroom. Candelabras, changing screens, enormous hammers and axes. I'm impressed. Alright, do you think we can win? How's we doing? What's the strategy? Tell me. Oh! Because we're so charismatic, Chol will finally talk to us. I guess I got a few scars, but I don't get them doing heroics or anything. Tell me about your daughter, Katara. I'm not soft, but Caddy pulls my heart. Ever since she came to me, maybe it's because mules don't get the chance to have children of their own. You've endured a great deal for her sake. And I'll do it again! Caddy's worth more than all the water in Nibene. Who are her actual parents? No one knows. The Templar delivered Caddy into my protection after nearly a year's absence. There's no telling where she came from. How much does she know? I haven't told Caddy nothing. Her head is already too filled with dreams and nonsense about magic. It wasn't unusual for her to disappear for a while. The Shadow King had special use for her that didn't include me being around. What are all these giant weapons for? I stayed with some giants in the island in the Sea of Silt. Robert knows about it. I guess they came to respect me and gave me the gifts. How'd you get those scars? Crossing the Sea of Silt, Templar had it in for me, and the only way I could escape was to lose myself in a dust storm. I got the scars, convincing a giant to carry me through the silt. What? I challenged him to a contest of blows, and somehow put him out. But not before his stony fists gave me a new face. Why was the Templar chasing you? I was her slave, and she didn't like the idea of me wandering off. And the child? Yeah, that's the truth. I couldn't let the witch give Katara to the Shadow King of Nibene. He would have leached her life energy in the vilest of ways. Really? I don't understand such things. Templar said something about tapping the child's unfocused potential, but that's just a fancy way of saying they were going to kill her. Where was they going? Her name was Chakusala, if it matters. She was a favorite of the Shadow King of Nibene. Chakusala once said it was she who preserved the Shadow King's immortality. Excuse me, I gotta work. Cool, so we did manage to eventually talk him into telling us more. Maybe we should have our more charismatic people up front if there are secret skill checks going on in the background that I'm apparently not aware of. Welcome back, honorable heroes. Tell me. How's things going? How's the alliance going? What are our chances of victory? Tell me about the city. Tell me about the visionary. Tell me about the visionary. Tell me about the visionary. Tell me about Chol. Is he good? Tell me about the lieutenant. Yeah. Would he be a good leader? Probably not. Alright. What should I do? Where are the villages? we talked to them about all that stuff before. Alright, well maybe if we had talked to Quarren with someone more charismatic, we would have been able to figure out his secret. Yeah, well, maybe we'll try again later. Okay, we're gonna, well, okay, I'll do one more thing. It's been about an hour. I'm gonna head down to the lava zone. We're gonna crack open some geodes, and then we'll end the episode. And when we come back to the next episode, we'll have a whole bunch of geode gems. Geo gems. It's probably not really worth the time too much, but you know, might as well. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll go back to large mode. Why go slow when you can go fast? Or why be small when you can be big? Something like that. Probably nothing new on this map. Oh, wait, there's something here. Is that just the salt guy, but further south than usual? Probably, yeah. More fire elementals. Not interested. If you want to fight fire elementals, this is the place for you. But what will be on this screen? Dun dun dun. No, we've been here before. There might be new enemies, though. Nope. Okay. Nice and calm. Okay. So we're just going to go equip this. I guess it counts as heavy. Why do we have combat music? Interesting. Okay, I think we need it in the other hat. I think we're hitting it with our bone sword. Nope. Okay. Apparently I've got this all wrong and equipping it was a terrible idea. So let's try using it as an item. There we go. So you can see here, it's a bit of a hassle. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them all, because there's a lot of them. I think maybe the way to do this would be to just have... Wait, did the pick break after one? Or did I just put it down and lose it? Really? I didn't just throw on the ground accidentally, did I? All that work and you can use it once? For one gem for 100 bucks? I didn't think the pickaxe... Maybe there's like a random chance for it to break. Well, so much for this plan. I think we've been foiled. I mean, if I find another pickaxe, maybe I'll try again, but... Either it somehow glitched itself out of existence, or it broke. For one gem, We still have a shovel, but that's not gonna work. Well, I can't imagine it's supposed to break on the first geode. Because there's, like, a lot of geodes on this map. Like, sometimes it's hard to see them because they blend in, but, like, these are all geodes. And I know there's other big stacks of them, too, so... There's a bunch of geodes. There's, like, I don't know, probably 20, 30 geodes on this map, at least. Maybe more. There's no way there's that many pickaxes. Huh. Well, alright, future tubers. I guess we're gonna end it here. We got 1 gem. And then I lost my pickaxe. Such as... I think it's like... I don't know. I think I was switching through items or something. And it was like a user interface thing. I hope you can't delete items like that. By like... switching through... and then picking something else up while you've got it... selected. Like... It'd be really annoying if you could delete items, but... Anyway, the screen always somehow gets to me. Somehow the screen foils me every time I'm on it. Let's just leave this place and never talk of it again. Alright, future tubers, we're gonna end the episode here. Thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed. Next time, we're gonna keep exploring the rest of the map. There's some more sand zones we've not been to. We'll start at Red Sand Zone next time. Alright, folks, see you next time. Hope you've enjoyed. Have a great day.